You were on the punchline with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez.
What's going on?
Not much. How's your weekend been?
Oh man, I think this fucking fight put more stress. I mean, I kept trying. I even put a post last night like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna touch it till after the fight. And man, I'm just lost for fucking words. You know, like seriously, like I respect, and I'm gonna say this again. I said it before. I respect the shit out of MMA fighters. I respect the sport. But it's well, I'll even put it this way. I even went off on a limb to defend Conor McGregor. I think last week when I seen the clip of Mayweather, you know, I was watching the shows like the press conference and everything else, and when Floyd kept saying, "Man, you quit 3 times. You quit 3 times," and I'm thinking like, dude, he got choked out, man. Like,
well, that's not quitting.
Yeah, I mean, like 99.9% of anybody would tap out when you're getting the shit squeezed out of you like that, unless you're having a roid rage or like that demon sugar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Are we up on the screen? Okay. Okay, we can't see anything up here. That's why.
And
I'm on the back screen over there.
Yeah, so like what I'm saying is, I tried defending him on that. I said, you know, he's a tough bastard. He gets choked out. He goes back to the next fucking fight and fights his ass off. But with all that being said, man, it's not the MMA fighters or the sport that I'm pissed at. It's their fucking fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And in this fight, I don't know. I'll let you go first, man. I'll let you touch on some of the things that you've seen because I'm gonna give my little opinion, but I'd rather hear see your side too.
I do think the fight lived up to everything that I hoped it would be, if that makes sense. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be a disqualification from the beginning, which very well it could have been.
Yeah.
But I think you would have seen a riot. I think all shit would have broke loose the next day for everybody. You know.
We talked about that. Yeah.
And but I really do think Conor did acquit himself well. I mean, as well as could be expected from him, you know. So you know, I really believe, and like you were saying, the fans. You know, there's been a lot of classy fans that's come out and said, "Hey, you know what? I was wrong." You know what I mean? I've had that. I had a fan a fan on Facebook that argued with me 2 months ago about this shit. He argued, "Oh, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about," and all this. I was like, "Okay." Fight happened. He said, "Hey, did I talk to you a couple months ago?" I'm like, "I don't know. Did you?" I'm not sure. He goes, "Well, I found the messages," and he goes, "I just want to tell you, I listened to what you said." He said, "You were exactly right on what you said." He said, I just wanted to give you credit where it was due. I was like, "Hey, that's pretty awesome." But I mean, we've had a fucking rough go at it with this week. People arguing still about it.
I mean, you got people getting like ignorant into. I got people that never threw a punch in their life fucking telling me. That's why I'm saying is why I'm getting mad, and I don't not going on a limb to disrespect. First of all, it's kind of one of the points like every time they try to defend McGregor, you find something and you throw it in their face and it smacks them right in the head, and then they're too stupid to even fucking realize. For instance. Let me start off with this one. Conor McGregor was easily 25 to 30 pounds.
But he was every bit of 175 or
I think one of his legs, if you go back watch the fight, one of his legs equal the size of both of Mayweather's.
He had 2 inches of height on Floyd too.
Yeah, there wasn't no inch in that till of the tape. And I know personally that till of the tape. Let me tell you. 4 different fights for 3 different TV networks. That was a different height on till of the tape.
Like they say, did you see Mikey's tail of tape? He was 5'6.5".
Yeah.
Mikey Garcia ain't no 5'6.5". That motherfucker's 5'8". Yeah, every bit of 5'8". But they had Floyd at 5'8". When has Floyd ever been 5'8"? Floyd is 5'7" on a good day.
That's what I'm saying. So first of all, you had that. I mean, now all these people are talking. Oh man, MMA they're bigger. You know, they get kicked, they get punched, they're strong, they choke you out, they elbow, they headbutt. This guy got stopped by a 40-year-old Floyd Mayweather, who has been off for over 270 some days. Okay?
Yeah.
What the hell do they? Where are they getting at? I mean, Mayweather has not stopped, maybe 2 people in the last 10 years. 10 years. And how many fights did he have in them 10 years? And this big, strong, bully MMA fighter got fucking stopped in a 10th round. Now, how stupid and you win 10 rounds. Well, ain't this your superhero, mixed martial art, Bruce Lee, ninja motherfucker? Right? Yeah. That gets choked out, and he chokes people out, and he's this big, tough son of a bitch, and he got fucking stopped. Then it was MMA guys are in better shape. They are better fit because they wrestle and kick and punch, and they use all this different body parts. He got so fucking tired he couldn't stand up, and Floyd's game plan was executed perfectly.
Did you see him sucking air in the 3rd round?
Who?
Connor? Did you see Connor's mouth open in the 3rd round? I did. I was like, well.
So don't tell me that MMA are better at condition or not. And if somebody mentioned if they fought a 5-round, 5-minute, listen, that 5 minutes in a round is a bigger difference. And Floyd been doing that for the last 16 years, sparring, a half hour straight without
39-minute round, 39 minutes without a break.
Without a break. So like every excuse that you throw out there, like I said, the biggest one is Floyd ain't stopped other professional world championship caliber fighters in 10 years, but 2, maybe 3 if you want to count the Ortiz. Yeah. And he goes in there and stops their guy. Stops the fucking MMA's, the fans' guy. Okay? And, and then he looked. My God, and if anybody that watched, if these MMA fans ever watched Floyd, or people that watch boxing and know how Floyd fights, if you know boxing, you know what I'm going to say. And if you don't know boxing, then obviously you won't know what I'm going to say. But that did not look like Floyd Mayweather in that fight either. Granted, Conor McGregor had made some good moves and it was awkward.
Can I tell you why, though? Can I tell you my opinion why he didn't look like Floyd? Granted, he's going to be 41 years old, okay? December, he'll be 41, all right? Floyd fought in a style that he never has fought in. Floyd has never been in that orthodox push-you-back style of boxing. He was awkward and he was off balance. He could not gather his punches well because he never fights in it. If he would have went into that shoulder roll, it would have been a lot easier night. But that's not what he said he was going to do.
No.
Now, let me just saying this. That's like you, who was an orthodox boxer puncher, right? Going into a shoulder roll. Yeah. How fucked up would you look? You look like a football bat, wouldn't you have?
Yeah.
He looked like a fucking football bat. He was in a style he knew nothing about. And he still managed to track down the best MMA fighter in the world.
That's another point, too. But, okay. But here is my take on that also, where I'm going. I know what you're saying. He did. And he called that game plan. But, come on. There was, like I said, Conor made some good moves and he was awkward. But there was times that Conor was not moving and he was tired and his chin was in the air.
Yeah.
And Floyd straightened that front leg up. He was missing punches by that far. He was missing uppercuts and looked like he was pushing them. He did not look... He was coming in, even when he was coming in, it was different for him, but Floyd did not look, his punches did not look like the Floyd's punches.
No.
You know what I mean?
But also, he didn't train like Floyd normally trains either. Floyd took some time off.
No. But,
let's just, and he was off for 724 days.
Exactly, at 40 years old. Okay, and I put myself in a line of fire when I say that, because of my loss and everything else, but I jumped up 2 weight classes also, and it was boxing and boxing.
Yeah.
This man Floyd started off his career as, here's what these imbeciles have to remember. Yeah, 130, probably 126 or
128.
It was 128.
Yep.
128 pounds he started his career up. So I don't care if you guys say, well, he made it all the way up. When somebody that's stupid says, well, he fought at junior middleweight. Listen, but he was a young adult and fighting at making 128 pounds. That is a big difference, and he jumped up all these weight classes.
He fought in the Olympics at 125 just months before.
Exactly, and you got this big man in there that's bragging on these shows that he's 175 fucking pounds the night of the fight, and you get stopped. You're the best combat sport, everything else type fighter. And you got stopped by this guy, this 40-year-old man. You're 29. And this game plan broke him down. Yeah. And these fans are just too idiotic Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
The ones that are arguing this point, and then they can't find which one they want to stick to, because as soon as you call them out on one, then they flip it all the way to another one. Okay? And I'm going to get into let's get into about the tactics. Oh, well, Conor is going to use all that wrestling stuff when they get in the clinches. Now, people that know boxing and know this, seen how tired Conor got with these clinches early on, or all through most of the fight.
Hold on, guys. I'll get to you guys in a minute. Kelly's right now on his rant, but I will give you your shout-outs and I'll answer your questions ASAP, I promise.
Floyd was letting him turn him around, push him, use all his energy in these clinches, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and look how tired Conor McGregor got. But the second to last, the ninth round, the end of the ninth round and the 10th round, when Conor was in trouble, and he went to go grab Floyd used that forearm and the things that boxers do to get out of a clinch when somebody's hurt.
Yeah.
And look, now Floyd could have done that entire fight in them clinches.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And look how tired Conor got. Yeah. So who on the inside knew? It was a different game on the inside. I'm obviously not saying Floyd is a better wrestler and knows more than Conor McGregor. No. But I was saying a little tactics in boxing.
Or different, yes.
You know?
Let me ask you this. The stoppage. I thought the stoppage was perfect. I thought the stoppage was fine. I think it was a great stoppage. 14 punches to the head, and you stop the fight. That's most refs will stop it in half that.
Well, not only that, you got to understand too. The commission would come down on that referee hard if something would have happened, because Conor McGregor's another thing. Conor McGregor was unable to defend himself. He was out. I mean, he was not punching back. He got hit from one rope all the way to the other rope, without throwing a punch and stumbling all over the place. He would have never got a second wind, and if he would have got through that round, it was only going to get worse. I mean, he had 2 more rounds to fight. So, I mean, you think somebody's going to come in there with an oxygen mask and fucking put it on him? You know what I mean? And let him walk around during the fight with it on?
Cut me, Mick!
Yeah,
cut me!
Cut along, expand it! You know, like, what the that's another stupid thing. Like, a guy is falling over because he's so tired. You think that he's actually going to get better? He's going to do better 11 and 12?
Exactly, Timothy.
That fight deserved to be stopped. There was nothing that he was going to do.
Bird's one of the best referees out there. And
he is.
And when he had stopped, he had a good reason. The guy took 14 punches ahead and did not defend himself. If he didn't want to be stopped, he should have threw a punch.
Fucking him. It's just, it's annoying. It truly is. I mean, how somebody... And I wish we had a picture, you know... Justin, did you find a picture of that still picture of Conor and Floyd in the fight?
No, I've got a couple still images.
All right.
Not that show the size will be.
Nah, well, you get enough. I mean, I just want to point this out too. Stoppage may have saved McGregor from having brain. Yeah, Timothy, it could have, or you know, but even that being said, it was a matter of time. I mean, if Floyd would have threw 4 or 5 more punches, Bird would have had to have stopped that fight anyways. Yeah. He stopped it. He did the right thing. But I get what you're saying too, Tim. Yeah, that's why, because these referees got to live with shit. If something seriously bad happens to a fighter, or if there's a tragic death or something, they live with that the rest of their life.
Asking why didn't they take points or disqualify McGregor for the hammer's fist? I talked to Roger this morning. Roger made a great fucking point. Roger said, you know, if they would have took a point from him, they'd have been forced to disqualify him.
That's what I said too.
Yep, and then he said, and if you would have disqualified him, all hell would have broke loose in there.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody today would have said, if he wasn't disqualified, he would have knocked Floyd out.
I told my kid's mom last night said the same. She goes, why did they let him get away? Like, that referee did a bad job. He should have took a point. I said, Sam, Conor McGregor, this is his first fight as a pro boxer, and that's what they do in amateur boxing to get themselves in position. They hammer on the back of the head. I said, no, this being the first fight, Bird took into consideration, and he was doing that, and it wasn't really hurting Floyd or bothering Floyd. Floyd didn't even know he was getting hit with those.
No, he didn't even know.
And yeah, you're definitely right, and this is what this guy does. So yeah, if you took a point, then you would have been forced to, or take another point.
Yes, Donnie, we would like subs and something to drink, please.
Yeah, and then if you did it again, yeah, then you're gonna have to disqualify. I mean, now you got $99 pay-per-view, restaurants and businesses spending $25,000 to $6,000, $6,500
to show the fight.
To show the fights. People spending how many dollars? 16,000, 20,000 people in the arena.
Spending upwards of $70,000.
Yeah, so that you there's no way that you could have. I mean, eventually, if it would have kept happening, I mean, I would say after so long,
they would have put Bird's head on a fucking stick.
Yeah, but yeah, if it was like nonstop every round, yeah, eventually, I think once you took a point or something and with a stern warning, went back.
Is that the punch stats?
No, that's just the statistics, height, weight.
Oh, can you pull the punch stats up, Justin, please?
Yeah, the statistics are ridiculous. That's why I'm saying.
Pull the punch stats up. Floyd landed at 58% to Connor's 23%, which is great. Because the average opponent only lands 11 to 13% on Floyd.
Yeah.
So Connor did do better than expected, you know?
Oh, no. Hey, great. But also it was Floyd's game style. And let me tell you this. Connor did do a good job, and I like Connor. I'm actually becoming a big fan of Connor.
Especially after the post-fight
Exactly. I'm becoming like a huge fan, and that's going to draw me to more MMA fights, to be honest with you. But.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, will everybody take a look at...
They can't see the shit.
Oh, they can't see it. Hold on.
Keep talking. I gotta pull the image out.
Okay, well, don't get frustrated with us, kid.
We don't know yet.
I'm hot as...
Jesus
I know,
Christ!
Just under the ear.
We can't have shit in here.
But I was gonna say something on that. I was gonna
Well, I mean,
with the punch stats, but
the punch stats were huge, and people. I know a lot of people they don't realize the punch stats yet when you look at them, and a lot of them don't care. But it shows talent tells in this business.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to finish on. Kind of like what you say. Yeah,
exactly.
Connor did a great job. But also, as we talked, you just mentioned, but that was Floyd's game style or game plan too. That style that he fought. So.
Well, while we wait for the punch stats to go up, did you tell them what we have left on the show today? What the surprise is?
We got Manny.
You son of a bitch. No, Manny's Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I just said I didn't even put his name out there. Oh yeah, we already told everybody that we have a Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao on Tuesday.
Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao on Tuesday, everybody.
We got Herbert.
The
pervert.
Herbert's gonna be on Tuesday. No, he's on Tuesday too.
Fuck. Wait,
Greg, the amateur champion's coming on. Remember Greg?
Oh,
you son of a bitch.
Oh, the one that beat your ass.
Yeah, man, the one that beat my
this is
ass.
going to be great. I knew we had to do this show today. See, this show came on late because of the Mayweather fight. But are we going to tap into that?
Tap into what?
You getting your ass whooped?
Greg? Well, let's tell the backstory first, all right?
Yes.
All right. My good friends, my paisans
here.
Oh,
I'm sorry. See, right here. And I love Jamie. I think he did good. It took Mayweather 10 rounds to win a fight with a man that was fighting his first fight. No, Jamie, listen. Conor McGregor is in a contact combat sport where everybody says it's the baddest, most toughest sport in the world. Okay? And this man came in 30-some pounds heavier, or 25 to 30 pounds heavier than Floyd Mayweather. 11 years younger at 29 years old. And Floyd Mayweather had over 270 days off, no fights.
720.
Yeah, that's what I said. Over
270.
Oh, it's 720 days. Come on. I mean, the MMA, they throw elbows, kicks, punches. They're badass. This wasn't a football player. This wasn't a golfer that came in or a tennis player that came in his first match and fought Floyd Mayweather. This was a mixed martial artist who gets kneed, punched, elbowed, and everything else. Came in and had a big weight advantage against Floyd and younger.
Yeah.
So, no, that had nothing to do with his first fight. He should have won it. If MMA is so much better and they use all their hands.
Where's your phone?
They should have got that.
He's trying to call your phone.
Who?
Greg. He's on my phone, I guess.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll tell him I'll call him back.
Greg. Hey, go ahead and call Kelly's phone here in a minute, okay? Do you have Kelly's number? Because his phone's on.
Yeah, tell him to call me. I missed it.
His phone's on the thing. Mine's not. Mine's on the screen.
Just tell him to call back.
Call right back. All right, Greg.
Yeah, but
all right. Let's hit this backstory before Greg calls.
Yeah, so I mean that's the whole thing. Like, you know, these people, and Dave, he probably could have thrown a kick and elbow. I don't even know if that would have worked. He was too tired. All right, here we go. This is Greg, right? You're on the air with the punchline with James Dominguez and Kelly Pavlik.
Give us 1 second. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second, Greg. Hey, that wire that plugs into the speaker. Hold on, Greg.
This is Greg Dukes.
I know. Hold on, Greg.
This is Greg Dukes, man.
I know it's Greg Dukes.
What
Greg,
the fuck?
hold on, Greg. You gotta wait till people can hear you.
Man, I've been waiting 20 years, man. Fuck this shit, man. I thought you guys were professionals. I've been waiting.
Listen, nobody can hear you. Nobody
can hear you.
You ranting on.
Say what?
Nobody can hear you ranting on.
All right.
What? This is some bullshit, man.
Wait, can you? Greg?
Yeah?
He's not up. It won't play.
What are you talking about, man?
I can't get a sound out of him. Hold on.
I don't know how that thing.
You just put it on here, but I'm having trouble with him.
Is it on in the back? I see the light on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg. Just keep.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Oh,
Try that. Hold on.
There you go.
Oh, is it on?
All right, yeah.
It's not on.
Yeah, it is.
Greg?
Greg.
Yeah?
All right, here's Greg. Everybody, this is Greg Dukes. Let me.
Mr. Greg Dukes to you, fucker.
Mr. Greg Dukes. How you doing, buddy?
Terrible.
Terrible. Hey, wait. Let me back up. Let me tell the story of what happened. Or do you want to tell it?
I don't know, man. I tell you what, I do know. You Oxnard motherfuckers ain't shit. You came to my backyard, and I'll beat your ass, James Dominguez. I've been waiting 20 years for this fucking moment, motherfucker.
Oh, dude. Oh, hey, Greg, can I tell the listeners real quick? Okay, years ago, James Dominguez fought.
Are the cops listening?
No, they're not listening.
Okay, go ahead then. You're much
And
obliged.
James fought this. James, you were 13. Greg, how old were you?
16 or 17.
You were 16. Okay, well, you had an age.
I was 16.
Okay, well, you had a 3-year age advantage, and this is honest God truth. And Greg Duke beat the living shit out of James Dominguez.
He didn't
More
beat the
than
shit.
that.
He didn't beat the shit out of me.
But hold on, Greg, because I got to ask this. Now, James, yeah, now you didn't beat the shit out of him, but
I did.
yeah, but James, James, let me finish, Greg. But James was what you had only 2 losses. And
I was 68 wins and 2 losses at the time.
68 and 2, and Greg, you only had 2 wins and how many losses?
Me?
What was your record?
I don't know. That was so long ago. I just know I won.
Greg, you were 2-24 according to the pass book.
You don't have to tell him that, man. I still beat you.
Yeah, so there's a little.
You can't. You. I remember exactly how hot it was that day. It was 105 motherfucking degrees, and you came to Austin, and I tried to talk to you. I tried to be polite with you. I tried to even shake your hand, man.
What?
And I beat you, man. You were a dick.
What'd I do?
You were just a dick. You and your putos from over there in Oxnard, California, whatnot. You came to my town and I beat you.
He said puto.
He did. Yeah, but Greg, but what's the animosity about now? Like, why are you mad? I mean, you beat him.
Because I came after that puto left with his other bandito motherfuckers from out there in Mexico. he nobody believed I beat him because I had 24 losses on my record.
Oh, so you did have 24 losses. You were 2 and 20.
That was my night, man.
Yeah, you were 2 and 24 though.
That was my night, man.
Greg, listen. You were 2 and 24 though, right?
Correct.
So I can understand, and James only had 2 losses and 40-something.
68 wins.
68 wins. I can understand that. Like, seriously, man. You fucking shined that night. You probably would have beat Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather.
I had the body of Christ in me that night. I displayed such boxing skills, the judges couldn't deny me that night, man. Only this is one problem right here, and I wish James Dominguez would admit it. There's only one tape floating around. Just one.
Do you have the tape, Greg?
I do. You sent it to me, James.
I sent it to you, but I haven't looked at the tape. I know how it went. Why would I want to look at myself losing a decision?
There's nothing to look at, you motherfucker. Because you know what happens?
What happened?
Right when the judge is about to announce my name and that I beat you fair and square in a boxing match in an arena of death. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers come on. I never see my hand get raised, man.
So you taped over the last round of the fight.
I didn't mean to. I
or the announce. Oh,
I didn't know the Power Rangers were gonna come on when they raised this fucking.
So
band.
you're not.
You don't understand how that made me feel in front of my wife and children. I said, this is my big fight. And the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the motherfucking Maniacs come on. What the fuck, man? All of a sudden, there's dishes that they flying throughout the house, and all of a sudden, man, all my shit's outside. I go to jail. I mean, come on, man. Come on, James Dominguez, man, grab me this.
Well, Greg, I'm gonna tell you what. You punched hard. You were a hard puncher. You're tall and lanky. You were a hard guy to beat at the time, you know. And I'll
Because you
admit,
lost.
well, listen. I'll admit I might have came in the ring a little too overconfident, right?
Maybe.
But hey, to be fair, didn't we meet at the ringside tournament the next year? Didn't we fight at the ringside tournament the next year?
What was that?
You guys at the ringside tournament the next year? Didn't you guys meet up again?
Didn't we fight again at the ringside tournament the following year?
No, we sure didn't. That was a different James Dominguez. Totally different man. Don't try to be that man because you're not that man. You're the man I beat.
Okay, but okay. So wait,
I love this guy, dude.
He's awesome. But no, look, Greg. But look, okay.
James,
What did the other James Dominguez do to you at the ringside tournament?
He was okay. He was good. He was good.
What did he do though? How that fight turn out for you?
How did that? Well, I ended up losing. Okay, I got knocked out because I didn't see the punch. If I had saw that punch, I wouldn't have been knocked out. I would have defended it. But that don't matter though, because I beat you.
Yeah. But now listen, how do you think James feels though, Greg? Like, all kidding aside, I mean,
there is no kidding in this matter, my friend.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not. Well, you know what I'm trying. I'm sorry about that. But no.
I'm an alcoholic now.
Hey, Mr. Dukes. Listen.
I had a problem with cocaine because of James.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that. I'm sorry, man. Listen. But how do you think James feels? I mean, he only had 2 losses, 60-some wins, and some guy 2-28 comes in and beats him. I mean, so
he got what he deserved as a non-Christian.
Oh.
So, Greg, what's been going on with your life since then? I mean, family, kids, work. What's going on?
I live in a trailer.
Okay, but I mean,
I lost my job because of you.
How did I make you lose your job?
Well, for one thing, I was kicked out of the amateur program because of all my losses, but they refused to recognize the one. Okay, the one win. Okay, I had a great job with the railways. Lost that job because of drinking.
Where's the railways?
The railroad.
I know. He said, okay.
You lost that job because of drinking.
Because of drinking and cocaine because I couldn't shake that loss, man. So I started hitting the streets and I got into trouble in bars. I can't go anywhere in my town without them bringing up your name, James.
But all because you beat him, though. So all because the tape
It was a landslide. It was more than a beating. It was a landslide.
Okay,
every single round by 12 points or more.
But because of the him taping over with the Power Rangers on the VHS, that's the main thing, though, because you ain't got proof to show people, right? That's what you're really pissed about.
You don't know what it's like. You don't know, man. To be a star one night and then you're nothing. Because of James Dominguez, man.
But your dad was the coach, wasn't he there?
I joined the armed services looking for him. And they kicked me out. I got a dishonorable discharge trying to find James Dominguez.
Are you for real?
James, can you tell me one thing, James?
Yeah.
Did I hit hard? Was I a good fighter?
You hit hard, Greg, and you were a good fighter. You were steady and you had a big heart. You fought everybody. So
how can you deny my phone calls when I needed you most when I was on crack cocaine?
Because you were cussing me out.
But I was high on cracks.
You said you told me you were gonna rape my wife.
But I really wasn't. That was the drugs and alcohol talking, James.
You told me if I didn't answer the phone, you were going to drive to Oxnard and rape my wife.
How could I have done that? I haven't had a car since my license got revoked. Because of you, James.
How did I get...
Don't you understand what you've done to my life?
How did I get your license revoked?
Man, fuck you.
Look, We. Greg ran out of phone minutes, guys.
Oh, that was, dude. That was funny and weird.
Yeah, let's call him back. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know that it was going to take a turn like this. I was just trying to catch up with an old opponent.
Hello?
Greg?
My phone's going to die.
Yeah.
We didn't hang up on you, buddy.
I hung up on you.
Oh, you hung up on me?
I couldn't take it no more.
But you know what? I would love for you to call in the show and give your expertise.
When?
Anytime you want.
As a fighter?
As a fighter and as a friend, buddy. I'm passing out the peace stick. You know what I mean? I'm letting release the doves. I wanna put this behind us. You won the fight, and I'll say that in front of all the fans here. You won that first fight. The second fight did not.
Everybody.
In front of everybody. Second fight didn't go your way. But the first fight did. And everybody in Texas knows who you are, Greg. They all say you're one of the hardest workers in Texas. Everybody knows who you are.
Well, I always get fired because I start thinking about you and I get into a bad fight.
That's the problem. You know what? You had 2 other wins before. How many? 10 wins before
I want to go to rehab.
You were 10-68, right? At the end of your career.
I want you to pay for rehab, James.
I can't afford rehab.
Oh.
Kelly will pay for rehab. How's that?
Mr. Kelly Pavlik, sir.
Yes.
Will you put me through rehab in honor of James Dominguez?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Well, let me see though. All right, we'll talk about it.
Hey, but you finished your career at 10-68. Isn't there 9 other fights that you can dwell on besides that one?
No, because I won. And you are who you are. You're a 4-time champion, James. And you came to Austin, Texas in 105-degree weather, and you got your ass handed to you.
Yeah, but I'm not the same fighter anymore. I'm fat. I'm broke. I'm not the same fighter. You can beat me now.
So you want a rematch?
Well, we can make that happen.
Can I wear a knee brace?
You can wear both knee braces. I'll even give you the gloves to wear. I'll even give you a nice set of gloves. How's that?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'll settle for, James. Since you did this kind-hearted gesture towards me and my family that I don't have anymore.
Yes.
I want a baseball cap.
What do you want the cap to say?
I want to say Greg Duke, number 1.
Hey, Greg, but you did win the Southwest Championship when you beat me, right? You were a champion.
That's true. That's right. I am a champion, damn it.
You are a champion, buddy.
You know, James, I'm sure glad I called in. All these years, 20 odd years, I'm beating on myself because I can't find you and I can't get retribution for that win. But you're right. In the end, I am a real champion.
You are, buddy. You are.
You're a good guy too, Greg.
You guys got $20 though?
I'll hook you up. I'll PayPal it to you. All right.
All right, guys. I tell you what, man, it's made my day great.
Awesome. Mine too, buddy. I'm happy to put this behind us.
I feel like a better man already, man. Now that I know Greg Dukes from Austin, Texas is a champion.
You are.
I'm not a loser. And I beat you, James Dominguez.
You did. You did beat me.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
You too.
Bye, Greg. That was interesting, man.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Greg's a different guy. I didn't know he took it that hard for 20 years. You?
I didn't even really know about it. I mean, you never told me about you told me a lot about the amateurs.
Yeah, but I didn't. You don't think about that. You don't think about a loss like that. That was just something that happens. You know, you're 13, you take a loss.
Yeah, you're young.
You know how that is, right? And you take a loss, you move on. I didn't know he carried it for him like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Donnie Phillips, our guy, with Don's Automotive here in Youngstown, Ohio, on Mahoning Avenue. Great place, great shop. But he said he got $20 for Greg.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Donnie. He lives in a trailer and his wife and kids left him because they don't believe he won the fight because they think he's a liar.
No, because see, really, man, that's something you might have to live with, though. You sent him that fucking tape.
Well, I didn't know the tape fucking...
And what was it? You taping for your kids, or was you watching Power?
When I was a kid, that was Power Rangers, and that was
that's when you had the VHS.
And Animaniacs. Yeah. I probably, how we used to record fights on videotape, right?
Yeah.
Well, what I'd probably done was want to record that, and I just do a tape in there. I didn't know I taped over the decision.
And on the old VHS, they blur out and they turn over.
I didn't know I taped over the decision of him winning. It wasn't planned. And when he had messaged me and asked for that tape, I was like, yeah, I'll send it out to you. You know, I went through my tapes then. I didn't know that it was going to fucking go to Animaniacs.
Ooh. You're lucky you didn't stalk your ass over the years where you didn't have enough money that you could fly places.
I honestly believe Greg would have killed me. I think Greg did some prison time.
You might have. Do you have a picture of Greg?
You know what? I think a friend of ours, I think Damon Martinez might have a picture because he was Damon was the one that did the back of.
Would Damon be able to?
Here, give him a call real quick. Send a picture in.
Yeah, let me see. Let me do this. I think he might have messaged me before.
Did he send it to you? Well, what happened was, Damon did a background check on my boxing record, and because he wanted to get stuff ready for the show, because he's helping out the show. So when he was doing that, he had found this fight, and he's been so he made contact with this guy to call in, and when he had done that, he found pictures of this guy, and I guess he sent them to me and Kelly. So,
yeah,
I think there is a picture though of him.
Is there a way that we would, if I find this picture, that we would be able to?
Hey, Damon, if you're on here, can you send me that picture of Greg Dukes?
That we could get it on this screen, Justin.
What do you need?
If we find a picture of Greg Dukes, is there a way we'd be able to get it on the screen?
I might be able to. I wanted to put the other stuff on there, but it was while I was trying to run this, it wasn't letting me save files in my Photoshop for some reason. It was stalling out. I don't want it to interrupt the work yet. I'll try though. Go ahead.
Here, let me
do. Text it. If you text it to me, I can pop it up because I can send it to my phone to the computer.
All right. I think I got it. It's in here. So, you want to touch back on the Floyd fight? Is there any questions about the Floyd fight?
Do you think because Mayweather hit more because McGregor is that good, or because Mayweather was locking him down and wasn't afraid of McGregor's power? Pascal, I believe it was a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
That's another thing. He wasn't afraid of the power. I mean, he got hit with one decent uppercut, but that was about it.
There he is.
Oh, we got a picture of it.
We got a picture of Greg, guys.
Here, how do I,
Just send it to Justin. Share it and send it to Justin. Is that him now?
Yeah, let me see.
Holy shit.
Share. Send it to his Facebook, right?
You just text it.
All right, let me see if I copied it. Or saved it. Oh, here he is.
Brian he wants to start a GoFundMe page for Greg. Dude, Greg was pissed, huh? We got a picture of Greg nowadays. Time hasn't been very kind to him.
GoFundMe for Greg. Dave Comstock.
Comstock. It's not Comstock. It's Comstock.
I know him.
I know.
Did you think Mac even had a chance?
Well, I think anybody who fights has a chance.
Two hands, but that uppercut early in the fight, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, and then Conor neglected that, and I might have helped a little later with the style, but again, that is an experience in the boxing part, or even fighting. I mean, because they could use that in MMA too, but no, I seen the punches. I mean, he wasn't. Put it this way: when you got a man 25, 30 pounds lighter than you, walking you down the entire fight, obviously he's not afraid of getting hit by your punch.
Yeah.
A man who is a defensive fighter who does not like getting hit. Here's how you know Conor didn't hit hard. Floyd Mayweather's entire career was based on making you miss and not getting hit.
Yeah.
And he comes in with a guy that much bigger and literally walks him down, not caring. So.
Yep. Well, you know what? The thing is too with this, Conor, his timing was off, and I made that comment. Well, you have too. We made that comment months before, that Floyd was going to have trouble for a few rounds because the timing difference. Yeah. And I said most boxers that are trained under the USA boxing program have trouble with wildcats, guys that are a little wild and not what's the word? Orthodox.
Yeah.
We have trouble with that.
Yeah.
We all do, and it takes a minute for us to get the timing down. And Conor is real big on being off-timed.
But I go back. If that was Floyd Mayweather that fought De La Hoya 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that wouldn't even have happened. And if the fight was, no matter what, Floyd would have changed any game plan to win that fight. Conor could not beat him, and they have to fucking accept the fact.
Damon, I watched that fight this morning 2 times, and I thought Vargas did great against Ronnie Rios. He's lanky and has long arms, and he hits hard.
Donnie, no, that Greg was not joking. That was no joke.
No.
Did we get the picture yet? That is, okay.
Donnie, Greg was really pissed off.
That is the picture of Greg Dukes now.
That is Greg.
And it's no lie. Keep him up there so people know. GoFundMe page or something for him.
Kelly actually said he's going to help him out a little bit.
I'm actually jealous. I would like to borrow that hair. To be honest with you,
dude. Greg does look every bit of what, 46, 45 now.
Yeah, because you're 41.
40.
40. Yeah. So I'm thinking.
He's 40. You're thinking of Ricky's age.
Yeah.
He's 43. Then.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got to be 40.
Justin
40.
Bright likes his bangs. Get him done like that, Justin. You bring the style back.
Let me tell you what. That dude had the biggest heart in Texas. He was 2-24 at 16, and he kept fighting. He finished his career at 10 wins and 68 losses.
I feel bad that he's putting the blame on you that his life got ruined over a VHS tape that was sent to him.
Well, because he keeps talking about he won the state
fight,
championship.
Nobody believes him.
He won the Southwestern Championship.
But you would think that they would be able to tell from some of the rounds who was winning, or was it closer than what he thinks?
It's closer.
Yeah.
It was closer. They weren't using the computerized scoring system then. That was Austin. They
only used it in like certain big tournaments. Yeah,
they weren't using computerized scoring, so we really didn't know.
Yeah, even a 99 Golden Gloves.
Yeah, we weren't using it yet, so
they didn't use computer scoring.
The thing was this: I'm not making excuses about the fight because he beat me fair and square. You know what? If you asked me who won, I would have gave the decision to Greg. But I was playing football, right? I took that 11 to 13 off, at 2 years off. That was my first fight back, and it was my first traveling fight. So we traveled from California to Austin, Texas to compete. And I went out there and I saw the guy's record. And yeah, we laughed and yucked him up, like you would. Yeah. And I don't remember not shaking his hand or being disrespectful, but I was 13 years old hanging out with my friends. We're going to act like that, right? If you saw a guy like that, would you want to fucking hang out?
He looked like that too when you fought him?
He still looked like that. He just didn't have a mustache.
Oh, fuck.
He had the same hair. But anyway, he's 6 foot tall. Right? I'm fucking 5'4" at 13 years old. Now, I'm not even out of the JOs yet. Do you realize that? And he's barely out of it, So we get in there and he hit me like hard, and then I just couldn't get off my punches and he won. I mean, there's nothing I can say. I fought him again the next year at the ringside tournament. You remember the ringside tournament?
Yes.
In Lenexa. And I stopped him in a minute 20. What? Yeah, Lenexa, Kansas. I stopped him a minute 26 seconds in.
And he says you didn't. That was a different
I knocked
James.
him out.
Yeah, he said
that was a different James Dominguez that knocked him out. No, it was me.
Dude, he made me laugh when he said he got knocked out because he didn't see the punch coming. If he would have seen it coming, he wouldn't have got knocked out.
Damon, he said we weren't cool at all to him. But, I want to introduce Damon on here, guys. Damon Martinez.
Oh, and this Justin Bright wants to know, when is this going to be available on iTunes? I don't think we're going to do iTunes.
I'll put it on iTunes, but I have to build a feed it.
It's
not set up for it.
Okay, but it is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch this on YouTube. So.
Well, tell them it'll be on iTunes in like 2 weeks.
I want to introduce everybody to Damon Martinez. He's our associate producer. He's in charge of. He's going to be helping us with content. Yeah. And getting people for the show, because that's what he's really good at. So if everybody sees Damon Martinez on there, go ahead and give him a shout out. He's a big part of the show now. Donnie said your food's here, which is awesome. Thank you, Donnie.
It'll be live too on iTunes too in 2 weeks.
Also, let's talk about
real quick. Our guy Justin said that it's going to be live on iTunes too when he gets that set up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, guys, what we need to look at. Come on in. Like, what we need to look at is
Yeah, we agree, Pascal Thomas. Yeah, you understand boxing either. McGregor. Mayweather took shots to prove he doesn't belong in boxing at all. Very true.
Yep. What also we need to talk about is Cotto and Kamagai.
Yeah.
And that was probably the real fight of the night, the real true boxing fan fight of the night. You know what I mean?
I was flipping between that
So was
and the Davis fight.
Yeah, I was too.
And man, that fucking dude that Cotto fought.
Did Davis look like
Jeff-
a fucking cookie monster to you in that fight?
Yeah,
He had that blue fuzz on, and he came out there and he just looked like shit.
he did too.
And now you got reporters. I'm not saying that he looked awesome. I'm like, what the fuck fight were you guys watching?
No, there was a couple of things that I was about that fight, but no, he didn't, and he took a beating from the commentators on that. He didn't look like the Cotto fight. Man, Cotto looked. He looked pretty good. I mean, for the type of he was forced to fight.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, Kamagai was built just for him. Kamagai's an amazing heart. The guy's fucking strong and tough. He looked like Piston Honda from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Should have called him Kamikaze because that's how he was fighting.
And he didn't he really didn't care.
He didn't. It reminded me of the Aguayo Pryor fight.
Didn't it?
When Pryor hit Aguayo hit Pryor with everything that he had, and Pryor just kept coming. I mean, Cotto hit Kamagai with punches where I can see every vein in his neck coming out. Like he turned his head like The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And he just kept coming. But yeah, it was made for Cotto. But what I'm impressed with is Cotto's been through all of them. He has a lot of wear on the tires.
Yeah.
And at 36 years old, I mean, he fought.
He's older than that, isn't he?
I thought he was. They
Is
said
he?
36.
Is
Yeah.
he? Yeah, you're probably right.
I think he's only a year older than me. He turned pro a couple
Same
months
time,
after.
yeah.
I thought Cotto fought a very good fight. Yeah, the kid was not a skilled, great fighter, but he came and Cotto did what he was supposed to do.
You know what though? Also, the big thing on that too though was Cotto showed he is one of the best combination punchers in the sport. Some of them combinations were just amazing.
Yeah.
Body, head, back to the body. And also, Cotto is the only guy that can fight have an arch and actually get away with it. You can't fight have an arch and get away with that.
Cotto's always been fun to watch. Yeah. Just the way he moves, it's not the most skilled. I'm not going to put him up there with the guys that we know, but he's just fun. What I mean by that, he's just fun to watch.
Well, I don't think he's the most. I'm not going to say the most skilled guy, but he's one of the most talented guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the amateur background, too.
Bro, I saw that dude in the
obviously he can box.
I saw that dude in the Sunshine Games in Florida. He was fucking amazing, man.
Yeah.
One punch knockout artist. And even that's saying something in the amateurs that he can go anytime. You know what I mean? But
yeah, that DMR. Yeah, I agree with you on that. He did, but that's why I'm saying, for all that was going on, I thought he fought a good fight without getting tired. Obviously, he is. I mean, take away the wars that he had in the ring. Let's go. I mean, I heard his training camps were
Margaritos. Yeah. And Cotto was never the same after his father died. I think it took something out of him,
Hey, I got a question. The big kid that always used to be in his camp, what happened to him?
He's still there. I saw him last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But he's not big anymore. He's little.
Oh, yeah?
He lost a bunch of weight. He lost like 200 pounds. They got that, Cotto bought him that bariatric surgery,
Oh, where yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cotto bought him that.
You want to take down Dukes?
What?
You want to take the picture of Dukes down?
Yeah, we take a picture of Dukes.
Yeah, you take him down.
We take a picture of Greg. Everybody say bye to Greg.
Bye, Greg.
He beat you.
You know what? Everybody has a loss on the record that they shouldn't have. Do you have one?
I do. Yeah.
But also, let's talk about Gervonta while we're here.
Okay.
I just don't think Gervonta. You know what I posted on Facebook last night? Gervonta is turning into Broner right before our very eyes. Not making weight, looking like shit in the ring. Now, did he show flashes of talent? Of course, absolutely. He showed flashes of skill. But he also showed he don't think much in the ring and he just kind of goes on instinct. He will not make it with guys like Lomachenko and guys like Mikey in the ring. Those guys will hurt him.
Yeah, how he was last night, yeah. I agree. I think he's very gifted.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, They say, is this the first time that he's became an overweight?
Yeah, well, he just couldn't make 30 anymore. I mean,
there may have been, I don't want to harp on that, and you know how I am with this. Yeah. I don't know. We don't know what may have been going on or what transpired in camp.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
But we also know he's growing. He's 21 years old.
Exactly. So if it keeps happening, then I guess you could say start, worrying about that. But if he comes back into his next fight and he shines, then
But let's be honest with you. Let's kind of be honest here. Well, I'll say it because I know how you are. But every fight we've been to, we've been to a few, and Gervonta's been there, and there's always the same group of guys that cause drama every fucking event, right? Yeah. Gervonta is always one of those guys that's in the middle of that bullshit. I'll say it too. Charlo's always involved in bullshit, and Gervonta Davis always involved in bullshit. There's a few other ones out there, big stars, always involved in bullshit. That, at some point, Kelly, I don't have the pro experience that you do, other than maybe training pros, or coaching guys in UFC, But I'm asking you, at a certain point, doesn't that have to wear on you as a professional, getting involved in bullshit constantly?
Yeah, and it falls on a fighter. But that goes for anything outside of boxing, too. The shit that people will say, or the reputation you get for hanging out or having people around. But the thing is with that, and you're right, if it happens once, twice, 3 times, is it real bad? No, they get in bickering matches, and the shit's kind of petty, but again, it's in the spotlight, and people grab onto that. That shit happens every day in everyday life.
Exactly, but when it's constant every fucking day.
Yeah, so the thing is, the biggest part of it is the distraction of it for your fight.
Like you have guys like, you have guys like Shakur calling Floyd Mayweather's daughter a fucking hoe. Yeah. That stuff cannot go on. It can't, and you can't expect to perform at top level.
Shit like that will carry on outside the ring,
exactly.
Too. When you start getting into calling people's daughters and immediate family, shit like that.
Also, exactly.
Believe me, because people will go a long way to make people pay for that.
And especially like a guy like Floyd, me and you both know, Floyd is well connected, very well connected. He could, in all essence, ruin your career by talking shit like that. And then you got some of your female gold medalists, I'm not going to even mention her name, involved in the same shit with them. It's like a big group. Yeah. And these young people anymore don't have respect. They don't have respect for the older generation.
Well, you got, the social media is the big thing.
Yeah.
The shit gets out there, and then not only does it get out there, but then you got everybody else adding fuel to the fire and putting their twist on it. Yeah. And shit can get very ugly. It's good to nip that in the butt when you can. If I was Davis, I would kind of like have a team meeting.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, like this shit gotta go. I mean, I understand we're gonna get in a couple of brushes, maybe with the other team at the weigh-in and shit like that. But like for the most part, let's calm this shit down.
Exactly.
Because that that shit starts escalating and it could get ugly.
It's funny. It's funny that Greg left and our views have went down. That's what's even funnier. Like, thank
you, Christopher.
Greg, the views that went down when Greg left. Like Greg was bringing in the heat. You know what I mean? Everybody's watching. But I just think that. Hey, any word on Tuesday? Do you want to tell people on Tuesday who our guests are?
Yeah, we got Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao.
And we got
Herbert.
Herbert the pervert.
Herbert the pervert from Family Guy is going to be on. The actual Herbert, the voice of Herbert, will be on.
We pulled some strings.
We pulled some big strings, and
I am sore this past weekend from pulling these strings.
Hey, and our fantastic manager has possibly lined up somebody from the show, Ray Donovan.
Yep.
Ray Donovan's going to come on the show. Well, not Ray himself, but somebody from the show. One of the actors, we can't say who because we're not allowed yet, but it's a big possibility somebody from Ray Donovan will be on, so you can ask them questions too.
Yeah, that's what we need too. See, my problem is I'm going to be dead honest. I have not watched the show, and there's nothing I could, you know what I mean?
That's a good damn show.
So I'm going to have to play catch up.
I'll ask some questions.
I am. I'm going to have to play catch up shit like that to figure out.
Are you? You know what? I haven't watched much of the season, but the season kind of kicked me in the ass when the wife died. I'm like, well, how the fuck did this happen? She was fine the season before.
Crazy.
All right, well, we're not talking about the show because I'm not going to sit here fucking listen
And
to you
not
guys.
be part of it?
Yeah, I'm not.
It always has to be about Kelly.
No, it's not about me.
Don't get butthurt about it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting butthurt,
He's
man.
getting butthurt.
I put my tampon in. What?
Nothing.
My kids have been saying that a lot lately.
That's a week from Tuesday, yes.
A week from Tuesday. No, you mean this Tuesday coming up.
Yeah. Amy said that's a week from Tuesday, though. But, you know, another thing I wanted to harp about, too, while I'm here is some of these fucking boxing writers are so fucking emotionally attached to these fighters, and they don't see it. They can see, I can see right through their bullshit. You know what I mean? They get angry if you criticize the fighter. They get angry if you criticize them, if you go against them. And then, I mean, they're supposed to be writers, and when you write or you're in the media, you're supposed to be what? Impartial, right?
Yeah.
But you're getting angry and arguing with people over because you went against their pick or disagreed with them?
I agree. I mean, you know, I hate to do it being in the media because I always, that's what I do. I let you kind of do the part, and I think people notice that of saying what we hear or what we think.
Yeah.
I was always against that, and I really didn't like media, dude. I really don't.
No,
but now that I'm a part of it, yeah, you have to. I am like, do I have people I like, and am I biased to a point? Yes, I am.
are.
But when it comes down to it, like I am dead honest. I'm dead honest in a fight, like who I think wins or this person, what I think about them, as far as fighting. And when you're right. When you're in this position that we're in, you have to tell the people how you feel. I mean, when I have them on a show, like, yeah, you ain't got to tell them, like, well, I thought you lost this fight. And I didn't think, you don't have to do that because it's not relevant to what you're talking, to the conversation. But overall, when we give our opinions or picks or somebody asks us a question, that is our job to say how we feel, you know. And especially with me being a fighter, well, you're a fighter, but you know what I mean.
Nah, I'm not a fighter anymore. But yeah, I know.
Well, I'm not, obviously not either.
Yeah,
but
that's
the position we're in right now. Yeah. You know, that's what we got to do, and people shouldn't get mad at us for it. I mean, I see people on there all the time with their fucking opinions and about fighters or no matter what the shit is, and I keep my mouth shut. It's opinions. I mean, like, but a lot of them it could be. I think I know what you're talking about. I think that could be what do you call it? Constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the thing is, too, when people have to understand that when me and you do the show, we are not boxing historians. I'm not a historian, and I know you are. I can't tell you who the bantamweight champion was in 1912 like a lot of these people can. You got guys out here like Carlos Ponce de Leon and Benny Ace and some of these other dudes that fucking know boxing. More boxing than I can ever know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They just know boxing inside and out. These are those type of guys. They're fucking amazing at that. They're historians. But that's not what we are. No. What we are, I understand the technical side of boxing as well as, of course, you do. We understand what goes on behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, which is the most important. Yeah.
And we understand what goes on in the business of boxing. And that is the shit you're not going to find on any other show. You're not going to find people like all these other people. These guys never foxed a fucking day in their life. They don't know the difference between a left hook and a fish hook. And they will fucking try to tell you what they think. Yeah, but these guys want to know what really goes on behind the scenes. They want to know what goes on in business. They want to go on with their purses. They want to know what these fighters are thinking in camp and how they're reacting to things in camp. Yeah. This is what we're going to tell you. I can't tell you the bantamweight in 1987. I don't know the IBF bantamweight champion 87. But
and that is great because when you have arguments, that, like me personally, when I have an argument, I like to have proof. Like very rarely do I get an argument where I don't have proof.
Exactly.
I like to have my stats and everything else. Just like the argument I was getting with people earlier today on Facebook with the fight last night. But but when like you're saying, when it comes to the shit that this show, like the behind the scenes thing, like what goes on, what's happening in the ring with fighters, why we think,
and that's what you do best, Kelly. Yeah. You know what goes on behind the scenes in the business. Even from you as a fighter, you know things that I don't know as a fighter because I've never been on that pro stage, that level stage. Yeah. I can tell you from maybe a trainer's view. Or, being in that environment, but I can't tell what goes through the fighter's mind on that pro stage like you can. Yeah. And that's amazing. And people need to listen to that because your knowledge about boxing would go up tenfold if people took time to listen to that, and they wouldn't be so fucking short-sighted. Oh, well, I would just fight so-and-so. Well, it's not that easy to make a fight.
James, that I had a guy today on one of the boxing groups on Facebook, and he was telling me, like we were saying about Floyd, he goes, well, Floyd, if he had no qualms jumping up to 170, fighting a guy 170 some pounds.
Yes, Donnie, I do.
Why wouldn't he fight this guy or Triple G or Canelo?
It doesn't work.
Well, first of all, he fought Canelo and he beat Canelo. And again, what we talked about earlier in the show, he started his career at 128.
Yeah.
He was a super featherweight, and then he went to lightweight, and then he went to
junior welter for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. Then went to welterweight. Then went to junior middle, I think. Yeah. No, he went to junior middleweight.
And he went back to welterweight. He stayed at welterweight his whole career.
Pretty much.
He moved junior middleweight just to fight big fight,
Yeah. Tommy, what's up, champ? What did you think of the fight? Tommy, if you go back, watch the show, I thought that Floyd Mayweather, I was disgusted with the Conor MMA fans. First of all, again, the size difference with Floyd Mayweather, how much smaller he was. The fact that he's been out for over 720 days, and he fought a style that he's not used to fighting, and because he said that's what he was going to do. He looked ring rusty, and every bit of his age, he did, in my opinion. And he still was able to stop this MMA super badass.
Kelly, your dad's online.
Oh, hey, Dad. I love you, Dad. Old school.
Yeah, I love you,
but
Dad.
he was able to beat all these guys, because he's so tough. And he got stopped in the 10th round by a smaller man who came in and fought a different style fight.
But also, what these fans got to realize is Conor did not last to the 10th round on his own. Floyd intentionally took him to deep water and drowned him. If Floyd could have finished this fight 3 rounds earlier,
he could have.
He took him to deep round and drowned him. Exactly what Floyd told people 2 weeks ago in the last press conference he was going to do. He was going to take him to deep water and drown him, and that's what he was told. And
again, the size difference in that fight.
You're looking at 2.5 inches in height. You're looking at 3 inches of reach.
I said fucking Conor's one leg was bigger than both, but
30 fucking pounds. Fight night different.
Yeah, and what he did, he fought a totally different style. I'm going to keep harping on he was ring rusty as fuck, but the thing that pisses me off again is the fans making these excuses.
Hi, Amber.
The fans making a shitload of excuses out there. So.
And and that's the bad thing about it. People just can't accept the loss. They're like, well, you know what the new one is? Well, if he would have fought in an octagon, well, let me tell you what, if my sister had a dick, she'd be my brother.
Yeah, if my man had balls, she'd be my uncle.
Right? You know what? No doubt about it, I agree. If Floyd fought in the octagon, that fight would not go around.
I don't know.
I don't think Floyd could last in it. No, that's
put money around.
It's a different style of
fight. It is. It obviously.
Well,
and then.
Yeah, exactly. And I do not think Floyd... But you know what? Floyd being the A side don't have to fight in the octagon. Floyd made $300 million. He don't fight.
And if that fight was different, no matter what, Floyd would have had a game plan. He
did, Melissa.
You could look for every fucking excuse. And again, like I said earlier again, too, there was excuses. As soon as you call them out on their shit, they would switch it to something else, and then they would switch. And then they said the referee was bad about stopping the fight early. My God, what did you want him to do? Just fucking go grab a bat in the corner and finish him off?
14 punches to the head without being.
He bounced from one side of the rope to the other ropes without throwing a punch.
And people don't think. They're saying, well, those punches weren't hurting.
I've never seen anybody get that tired and wobbly like that.
No.
It's like the oxygen is cut off to his brain.
But that was from the punches too. But people are saying,
you got hit.
People saying, I don't know how Floyd doesn't hit hard.
Look at the whiplash, turning of the neck.
Hey,
right there.
I bet you those people don't say Floyd don't hit hard anymore.
I know. And you know what we could say? Again, what I said earlier, Conor don't hit that hard in pro boxing, where boxers are trained to take punches. Conor McGregor does not. Here's a guy that's known for power, and here's a guy that he fought, Floyd Mayweather, who's notorious on defense and don't like getting hit. And Floyd Mayweather backed up this big 175-pound man backed him up and was not worried about his power.
It won't happen, Scott. They won't fight in the octagon. Floyd's done, he said last night.
There ain't no need for him to go do that either.
He was the A side. He don't need to fight in the octagon.
Dude, go put these other motherfuckers in there, though.
He's got all the money.
Yeah, go put the triple G's and motherfuckers in there.
You know who wants to fight in the octagon is Lomachenko. Lomachenko, it has a history in jiu-jitsu and savate and sambo karate.
Yeah.
He has a black belt in some of these forms. Let him go do it. He wants to do it. He wanted to go spar with McGregor in his camp, and McGregor turned him down.
Dude, like, I think Lomachenko might be 140 pounds soaking wet.
Soaking wet. But he still wanted to go to camp and spar with him.
Yeah. His legs look like spaghetti. No, his legs look like fucking tree trunks, but they look like spaghetti at the end of the
fight, yeah.
9th round.
That's one of the things, his hips and legs, and that's where his power comes from.
Mm-hmm. But again, a lot of those. I mean, he threw some hard punches.
He wasn't able to extend his. He wasn't able to leave the chamber and extend his punches. He was punching it from halfway out, and because he couldn't track Floyd down that way.
No, and that's another thing too. He was afraid to let kind of loose because of the speed difference and everything else. Yeah.
And the punches weren't hurting Floyd because Floyd was smiling when he'd get a hit.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know.
I've never seen Floyd come in a fight like this.
Yeah.
And walking like this and throwing punches and getting on the inside, putting his head on the chest of Conor McGregor.
Well, I would have liked to see Floyd throw more left hooks.
That's what I'm telling you. There's a lot of shit that he struggled with. Floyd 3 years ago would have been firing punches and his accuracy would have been better. Yeah. There was times, he threw punches that were Conor was wide open and didn't move, and he still missed. And he pushed him. That was not.
Yeah.
That was a Floyd that looked like a 40-year-old Floyd Mayweather that was off for 720 some days.
Yeah.
That's exactly what. And against a guy who was 25 pounds heavier, because Floyd was able to outlast those engages and clinches and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that when it took a little, made him muscle weary a little bit too. That's a big difference in size, man. Nobody like 8-9 pounds is a big difference.
It's big, but when you got 30.
Yeah. And I say 30. My God, dude, I'm curious to see.
He had to be every bit of 75.
He looked a lot. He looked a lot bigger.
He enveloped Floyd sometimes. Floyd was hiding somewhere underneath him,
Yeah. But what a pretty one is here. Yeah. I agree, champ. His age did catch up with him. He was in here with some shots he didn't normally get hit with. But Tom, what James was saying, he didn't look like, but he also fought that style. He told everybody he was going to fight that style. He
fought in a style that he hasn't never fought in.
Yeah.
And that'd be like a normal orthodox boxer puncher trying to fight in the shoulder roll. You look like a fool. He looked like a fool trying to fight in that because it's something he's never done before. And that's hard for him. But he pulled it off.
He did. And no matter what, again, the biggest thing is he stopped this guy who was used to taking knees, punches, and I'm saying this, and I hate doing it because it seems like I'm fucking just coming down hard on MMA.
Yeah.
And I'm not. This is more for some of the fans.
Yeah.
Here's a guy that gets headbutted, elbowed, kneed, kicked, all this shit choked out, and he got stopped by a very smaller guy who hasn't fought in 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
I will say this, though. After watching Floyd, if he rematched Canelo, he'd get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he would. There'd be a lot of guys if he fought right now.
That'd beat him.
That would beat him.
I believe, you know what? And I believe Mikey would beat Floyd at 47.
Mm-hmm. Or Sean Porter, the one that we talked about.
Crawford, Sean Porter.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I think Sean Porter is our dark horse. I really do. I think Sean Porter could beat the majority of these guys. And I know people are going to say, what are you talking about? Sean Porter has a style that people have not really figured out yet.
Yeah, we talked about that a handful of times on here. And you know what, though? People are going to eventually have to see it because right now, I don't know if it's a trend this year and of how long it's going to last.
Yeah.
But matches are being made where people got to fight each other. And these fights, especially in that weight class, there's going to be more fights to come in that weight class with like Porter, Thurman, and these guys. And some of them already fought.
I'm gonna go ahead and let a rumor out right now. And most of our rumors have always been correct on the fights.
Yeah.
We called Mikey and Broner before it happened. Remember that?
Yep.
We called this fight it was going to happen and it happened. I'm hearing it right now that if Canelo beats Triple G, Canelo and Errol Spence at 54. Because nobody is trying to fight Errol Spence. Even at 47, no one's answering the phone. And I'm hearing that's the route that they want to go, is go ahead and fight him at 54 then. That Canelo will fight you. If I take that fight, I'm going to tell you early right now, Canelo gets beat by Errol Spence.
I don't know. Too early for me to make.
But I'm taking Canelo over Triple G, though.
I'm leaning towards Canelo in that fight. My thing with Canelo Triple G fight is when you have that. No, I said Triple G gets tired. Yeah. You look like you got muscle weary, everything else. But Danny Jacobs was a big kid that was able to get in there with Triple G too. We all keep forgetting that. He still got dropped.
Yeah.
He was 20-some pounds heavier than Triple G, and he got dropped. But if Canelo could get past 4 rounds, I think he stands a very good chance to winning that fight.
My thing is this:
Canelo, Errol Spence. I mean, now you're fighting. If Canelo gets past, I know Errol Spence hits hard, and he really proved to me that last fight. Yeah, but if Canelo gets past a big guy at middleweight, notice how many fights at middleweight that he's had. A strong, hard fucking puncher, and Triple G is the type that his power could change every game plan.
Yeah.
And he goes down to fight Errol Spence. I think he's going to have a hell of an advantage, though, Canelo.
Let me tell you though. One thing I've noticed about this Triple G Canelo fight is this. Triple G in camp, if you've watched all his camp stuff going on, he's done nothing to change his style. He's Abel Sanchez, still holding the pad. He's still throwing single left hooks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's only what you're seeing.
I know, but but you can still make a lot out of a lot of these camp things. But you're seeing Canelo, and you're seeing the diversity he's doing now. A lot of different combinations, a lot of different kind of work. You're seeing him do plyometrics. You're seeing just him becoming more advanced as he's getting older.
Yeah.
He's 26 years old, He's not 36.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid that Triple G...
But he's got a lot of
experience.
wear on his tires, too.
But I'm starting to see that Triple G might have became 36 years old at some point.
That's what I'm saying. Like Cotto. Like these guys, everybody ages different, man.
Yeah.
Some guys are freaking ages, and very few were able to go as far as 48, 49 years old. And,
Archie Moore and
yeah, but most of them, they don't,
it's not the age.
35,
there's guys that's career's been over 25.
Dude, the baseball games, you gotta go up to bat 35, 36 years old. They call him an old veteran, this, that, his reflexes going. That's fucking baseball. And yes, you have to have reflexes. You got a 90-mile-per-hour fast pitch coming in, then you got a guy throwing a 12-6 fucking drop curveball. Your split second. But how do you think boxing is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the pounding on the body takes a bigger toll than baseball does on a body.
Those punches.
36 is old.
Those punches you saw at 22, you don't see at 32.
You don't. You don't see at 30, 31, 32, 33.
Your mind says move, but your body don't do that.
Yep.
You're like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, Justin Fortuna joined.
Justin.
Hi, Justin. Sir. Producer.
Is there any other questions before we close up shop, guys? Go ahead and ask away. Melissa's boyfriend Triple G is going to win. His legs.
Well, Max.
Donnie said his legs look like spaghetti. Do you remember the Charlie Murphy thing? His legs look like linguine when they're beating on his legs. Dude, I cannot wait to have Herbert on the show.
Yeah. That's gonna be good, man.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Where's baby boy at? Waiting for him to bring me some good news.
Hey, you know what? When I talked to the Herbert guy, you know what he did? Can you get me a truck that looks like an ice cream truck?
Get your fat ass over here.
Get your fat ass over here. Are we gonna be able to have a picture of Herbert on that day?
Sure. So let me know ahead of time. We'll get them all over.
Awesome. That's exciting.
That is.
And Manny? Manny has a bone to pick with you too, huh?
About what?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I met him like 6 times.
Did you cuss him out?
Oh, love Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
I don't know. Fuck him.
I think Manny is a nice guy.
He is.
Let me ask you this. Who was the nicest guy boxer you ever met? The one that you really just liked?
Oh, man, I don't know. A lot of them. Shit. Believe it or not, a lot of good guys.
Johnny Tapia?
Johnny Tapia, I say, I like Vinny Pazienza.
He just
talks a lot.
Talks too fucking
Yeah.
much. Have you noticed the older that Vinny Pazienza gets? He looks like an old Russian woman now.
Mm-hmm. He does. A lot of guys in this, that I've seen, at these fights, though, they're just really good people.
Yeah.
I have to say Samuel Peters.
Oh, yeah? Sam Peters was nice?
Yeah.
He's a big, strong fucker.
Yeah, he is.
Hi, Leanne. We need to get out and get some training done with you when you get home. Let me know when you're back. That's my good friend Leanne and Mike Russell. They're my good friends. They take care of me every time I'm back home in Columbus. Sergio Martinez, they want to know.
Oh, he's cool. He's cool as a breeze.
I love the story they tell about that, though. You and Sergio meeting up by accident? You guys were training?
Yeah.
Tell the story.
Oh, we just met up and...
Yeah, but...
Yes.
They were training in Oxnard, right? You guys were running?
Yeah.
And they just happened to run past each other or something, and Roger Roma was working as Kelly's sparring partner, but he also worked as Sergio Martinez's sparring partner at the same time. Well, they happened to see each other, and he went over to talk to Sergio and then Kelly, and they met up and hugged and said hello.
Yeah, that's cool.
To this day, though, Sergio Martinez still has PTSD over some of the punches you landed on him.
That's what I heard. I don't know. Yeah, that's what he told Roger. Or
yeah.
Something.
Well, no, he told Shannon Torres.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but hey, what about the PTSD you have from
Miranda? Yeah, fuck.
I think everybody has that kind of PTSD.
I guess that joke I always use. I mean, sometimes I still sit there and go, "Hey, yo, Mick, quit ringing that bell."
You know what we didn't bring today? Any masks. They're in the car.
We'll save that for Tuesday.
Buffalo Head Tuesday? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, anybody have any questions, go ahead and ask, and we'll give you guys about 5 minutes to figure out what you want to ask. You can ask anything.
Not answering no more on the Mayweather fight, though. We talked about it. They go back. You go back at nighttime and watch the whole fucking, on YouTube. Or,
yeah, I recorded it.
YouTube and Facebook Live here. We talked about the Mayweather-Conor fight at the beginning. We really, really hit on it.
Yeah, well, Greg calling him was funny as shit. I mean, he was angry. I couldn't believe somebody could be so angry after 20 years. Do you? 25 years?
That was...
If he gets a haircut, he'll feel better about himself.
Yeah, he maybe gets a haircut. But, dude, he was... The main thing that is funny about it, he's pissed over the fucking VHS tape because nobody believes. He said that is the main reason overall. Not so much because you haven't built him up or anything like that. You're fucking 13 years old. You had numerous national title tournaments and championships after that. It's the fact that you sent him a fucking VHS and you had the entire fight taped and you somehow managed to record over with the fucking Power Rangers. They're the best part of the fight. Yeah.
Maniacs, yeah. Who would record over that for those shows at the time?
I never got into Power Rangers.
You didn't?
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs was the
I
best,
even
wasn't
knew
it?
at that age, guys
The Warner Brothers and Sister Dot?
Yeah.
I even knew at that age guys wearing tights was not
Yeah,
cool.
but they kicked ass. But did you
kick ass?
It's still
Power Ranger was hot, man.
Yeah. Oh, that was what's her name? That actress.
What if you? What
Ranger.
if you're peeling your banana to her and actually in that episode that's a dude playing her, but they have a voiceover.
But you don't know that, so it counts.
Yeah.
That was what? Yeah.
Pink Power Ranger.
Pink Power
Think
Ranger.
about that, Joe. Yeah, think about that. Pink ass.
Pink Power Ranger.
I was a white Power Ranger fan too. Tommy was the best Power Ranger of the group.
Oh, yeah, the white, yeah.
My son watches that, man.
What?
He was the green one, then he became the white.
White one, yeah.
Power Rangers is horrible, man.
Kelly, what was your greatest victory and who was your toughest opponent?
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good question before that too.
I would have to say obviously Taylor. I mean, with all he was a very talented fighter, and he had the stats to go with it and background. Obviously Hopkins and was a great fighter, very crafty. Again, wasn't my best nights at all, not even close. But he was smart. He took advantage of it, and he did what he should have done.
Hey, Costa Siciliano's joined. He is the OIC of the West Point boxing team. And he's also my buddy, from my combat buddy in Iraq. We went to Iraq together when he was enlisted, and we both were sergeants together, and then he became an officer. I think he's a major now, or lieutenant colonel. I just want to give a shout out. Thanks for your service, Costas.
Yeah. Pasco, go back to that. Amy Green, I answered Pasco's. Opinion on Badou Jack.
I loved him.
I thought he looked really good in that fight.
I thought he looked great, didn't you?
Super conditioned for a light heavyweight, too.
Yeah.
If you get in a ring with one of the top 168s today, who would it be? That person, let's see you knock out either. I would like to fight DeGaulle. I've seen him fight plenty of times, or even one of the Durrell brothers. At 68, I think that would have been great.
I'd like to see it at 60 and knock the fuck out of one of the Charlo brothers.
Yeah.
Jamal Charlo.
Dude, I mean, I'm just like, I think about like, why couldn't I have been at middleweight? No, I shouldn't say that.
I'd like to.
I would love for it to be the way it is now because you have the Triple G. But also, I mean, when I fought in that fucking era, man, that weight class was filled.
Yeah, it would be like Christmas when you knocked the oatmeal out of his ass.
Oh, fuck. It'd be Coitons.
Moida. Talk shit now.
Moida.
Oh, my cousin Stephanie Wilson's here. She's my cousin, so.
She just joined.
I can't really be nasty now because she'll tell me. And then Alicia's back. Hi, Alicia. I saw your black belt last night, by the way. Kelly, she's a black belt now.
I figured.
She got her black belt.
Shit, for enough of her profile pics, you would think she already had 3 by now. She'd been a third-degree black belt.
How you doing, Jeff? Jeff
was
an MMA fighter I used to train. His stand-up to Jeff was really good fighter coming up. And I think he got married and had domestic issues take over. You know how that is. You get married, have a kid, and you have to work.
You sure he wanted you to throw it all over Facebook Live?
Oh, he's good, man. Jeff's cool about that. He's a good fighter, man. He had a lot of heart.
You gotta watch with this guy, boy.
Why? Why, Jeff? Because you got married and had a life,
my
man.
back one day, man. He'd be firing shit all
why? Because you. Why? What's wrong with saying you got married and had a life?
He keeps it real.
Keep it real, man. He did. Kelly, I would like to see you fight again, but I know it's
I may. I'm feeling kind of fucking
froggy. Hey,
last fucking couple of days, dude.
I'll order.
I don't know if I'm getting in such good shape or what.
I'll order the fucking
You gotta lose weight now too for this powerlifting.
I'll order the coat, the ring coats for me and your dad.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, it's like once I start losing this weight, start doing the cardio, I may be fucking just say, fuck it. I'm going down to see how low I go down.
Yeah, put a few bucks into like the RV and shit, you know.
You should do the peace race with me. Do the 10K.
No, I'm not doing a fucking 10K.
I'm gonna do the 10K with you. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna start off fucking like stationary bikes and shit.
Not much, Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
I ran enough for me and you and all of us combined.
The champs on Virgil Ortiz. Hey,
Virgil.
Virgil's dad said he's gonna bring us shirts to the Golovkin and fight so we can wear some of Virgil's shirts.
Oh, that'd be
I said,
badass.
we'll support that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Can't wait to see the fight. So
I can only imagine what those punches would feel like now. You know what, Donnie? They probably wouldn't make much of a difference. The power he carried is probably still the power he has. At 160, he's still probably the same power.
He got more ass behind it now.
More ass, but he still punches it basically the same. Power don't come from the arms. It comes from the legs and the hips.
And the rear delts.
The back.
Rear delts.
The back.
And your forearms, too. Forearms is big. That's why, motherfucker, I'm getting them all. Get them all built up.
Any questions, guys? And I'm glad to see you're doing good, Jeff.
Well, that was an interesting show. Yeah, guys, go if you missed it and you got on late, go back to the beginning of the show. A lot of good ranting going on my part. I laid a lot of good points. If you don't agree with it, please put it right on there that you didn't agree with it because I am fucking curious to how you don't and how I'm wrong. I'm like, I'd be fucking amazed.
Actually, and listen to the verbal assault that I got on here from.
That's what I was going to tap into.
Listen.
The best part of it was James's amateur opponent that he fought at the age. James was 13. This kid was 15, 16. And Greg Dukes. It's funny as hell, and it ain't. I really felt bad, kind of. And this is true because James got his passbook, and he will actually bring it. Can you put one more picture of Greg Dukes up for everybody?
I will bring my passbook.
He'll bring his passbook, and we will put it on here and show you guys that A passbook don't lie either. It's a USA, for you people that don't know.
USA Boxing.
Yeah, it's a passbook for you when you fight in tournament. It records all your amateur fights.
It's written in and stamped. They stamp it at the end.
It's like the box rec for amateur boxing.
Or for pros, yeah.
But
I do have my box rack, though. Did you know that? I have a box rack. It says 0010.
I know you posted it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
But I do have a box rack.
Dukes is back up.
Oh, Greg's back on. Everybody say hi to Greg.
Yeah, this is Greg Duke. So if you guys get a chance, like I was saying again, if you got on late, go back and watch from the beginning. There's a lot of good shit, and you guys will be able to. We had Greg Dukes on, and
he called in.
It was funny. It's funny and it's not funny.
It's sad because he lost his trailer and his wife and kids, or he lives in a trailer still, right?
Yeah.
He lost his job at the railroad.
And I don't want to tell him.
Oh, I know, but it's
too much more about it because let them go back and watch it. Yeah, Ryan, just go back and watch it, man. It was great.
No, he wants. Why wants to rank top 3 pound for pound?
Andre Ward, number 1. You have to put him number 1. Man, that's hard.
Lomachenko?
You can put Lomachenko in there. You could put Crawford in there.
Yeah.
You could put Rigondeaux in there. It's kind of hard. I mean, he hasn't really fought. I
have him in the top. I have him in the top 6. I have him in as 5'5" or 6.
Because if you really be picky on, Lomachenko lost the fight too, though. No matter if it was the second or not.
Yeah.
And he's only got.
But look who he's fought since then, and how he's done.
Mikey Garcia.
Top 5. I got Andre
Errol Spence.
I got Andre Ward, Crawford, and Lomachenko. That's my top.
See what I was saying? Yeah, I got Andre Ward number 1 right now, and Ryan. And the thing is, like right now, I think it should. I wish I could put it like Andre Ward and then up in the air because there's going to be a lot that opens up. The winner of the Cotto Canelo Triple G fight. You got the winner of the Lomachenko Rigondeaux fight. That's gonna stir up a lot of shit in that top 5.
Anushka's on. She's one of my favorite Russians. I trained her too. We did boxing together. Anushka, she's from Russia.
Okay.
Beautiful girl, nice girl, greatest in the world.
Awesome.
I bet she's a big Kovalev and Lomachenko fan too.
Probably. That'd be cool. Maybe she was a Pavlik fan.
Maybe.
Slovak, and the Mexican Russian used to swear to God that I was Russian. You go like this. We go work out. You'd be like, Kelly, you Russian. I'm not Russian, man. I'm Slovak, and I got Sicilian, Slovak, a little German.
You're Russian, Kelly.
Yeah, and a little tad of Irish in me. He goes, no, Kelly, you Russian. You Russian.
Kelly Pavlik trunks for the Champions Museum. You're welcome, Anushka.
Yes, Lance. I'm sorry, man. I keep forgetting.
I know.
Hard. I'll stay on it. I promise, man. I am truly sorry about that.
Darren James have been asking for a shirt for months, and I always forget. I know we just get so busy, we don't get to do everything we want to do.
Yeah, if you want to, don't bother. You can hit me up on the Facebook message and shit like that. So
you even have a lot of trunks laying around anymore?
Honestly, I mean, I keep my originals, but I'm gonna get him
made.
one. He's got a nice boxing museum. I'm gonna give him an original pair.
Okay. Where's this boxing museum at?
He has it all. It's all the infos in my thing. It's nice, man. He showed me the pictures.
Yeah.
Got a lot of great fighters and good shit in there. A lot of them.
Also, guys, while we're on here,
sounds good, Lance.
I want to let everybody know that I found an animal, a non-kill shelter that I want to donate to, and I'm putting up for auction a pair of actual Mikey Garcia fight gloves.
Yeah, Ryan.
From his fight, for his championship fight and I wanted to put those up for auction, and they're signed and dated as well. So if anybody has, any idea what they think they're worth, that money's going to go directly to the non-kill shelters in Mahoning County.
Yep. Justin, what shirts you talking about? The punchline shirts or mine? I haven't had a reason to make Kelly the Ghost Pavlik shirts in the last 5 years.
The punchline do have Kelly Pavlik on them, though.
Yeah, they do. But if you want some, I may have some somewhere.
I don't even have a Kelly Pavlik shirt.
I'll get you guys some shirts, man.
Can you?
We need to get business. You guys need business cards too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane.
And we also need one with Willie Jenkins.
We do need Willie Jenkins. Can you get a picture of Willie Jenkins up on the screen?
I know it's on your profile.
Yeah, Willie Jenkins on my profile.
Yeah, Justin. We have our website.
Oh, the punchline?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Get on our website and then get in touch with Alicia Taylor and she'll send you right.
Yeah, Alicia Taylor, can you take care of these people's wanting shirts, punchline? Get them.
And I'll make sure too. I want to
Awesome
thank
James what, Donnie?
I want to thank Donnie for letting us use his area because Don's Automotive.
Yeah, Don's Automotive is
Awesome. I mean, they help us out and they're
people
good to us.
in Youngstown. I mean, you can see the shop. He's been the business has been open for over 30 years. Great people. They get the shit done, get it back to you. Donnie's been a good friend of mine for a while now too, and yeah, no problem, Justin. Yes, I will.
I wanted to say something about Alicia too. You know, Alicia
She's a black belt.
She's a black belt too, but she's been doing a great job in her other things. She's been doing reporting and hosting other shows, and she gave us a shout out on one of her shows.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she did. I was really happy.
Thanks, Alicia.
Thank you, David. Like I said, if you guys have any questions you want to ask Kelly, that now's the time to do it. You know, or even.
David's a good friend of mine too. First time I saw Mikey fight was on the Kelly Espino on the card. Yeah, at YSU. Knew that kid would be a future superstar. Bow.
Yeah, Mikey's a different breed of fighter altogether, a different breed of cat. Willie Jenkins is up.
Are you gonna unleash Willie Jenkins, or are you just gonna keep it Willie Jenkins? Or Willie Jenkins, you're Willie Jenkins.
That's Willie Jenkins.
Yeah, are you gonna unleash? We're just gonna keep Willie Jenkins to us, though, right?
We just keep we know what Willie Jenkins means.
Yeah.
You want me to get you want me to animate Willie Jenkins for you guys? I could put him in 3D.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Oh, that'd be sweet as shit.
It'll take me.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We'll get that.
Willie
We know you're. I know you're busy as hell, Justin.
Justin's an amazing producer, guys.
Yeah, truly.
We'll get that in the next couple months.
Alicia, Willie.
Talking Willie Jenkins.
Alicia gets a little moist around the box area when she hears.
Thank you, Donnie. He said for the auction for the shelter. Yeah, but if we gotta see if anybody are willing to what they're willing to pay for those signed fight gloves that he actually used in his fight against what was it, Borregos? Borregos, yeah.
I wasn't there when you got that.
Yeah, I know. You weren't. That was 2012, 2011.
All right. Love you too, Alicia. Alicia.
Alicia.
I'm trying to read all to keep up on what we may have missed. You know, I actually forgot. Ryan brought that up with Mikey fighting at the YSU on the YSU card at Bigley. I didn't even remember that. You know, obviously because you don't pay.
You don't pay attention.
Yeah, you're not paying attention
to a guy with 13 fights.
It's not like music, like where you go on tour and you know your tour bus is following. Like in music, okay. For instance, if you had like Avenged Sevenfold and Buck Cherry playing. Each night they kind of like headline, they take turns headlining, and they're together and shit like that. But boxing, man, camps are doing their own thing, shit like that. So you're not really paying attention.
Yes, Alicia, if you could do that, that'd be awesome. You know what? There's so many different shirts ideas, but you gotta still be a little more sensitive to like Taylor. Taylor's not going through the best of times right now, and I don't know if I'd want to put a shirt out with his head getting beat in. You know what I mean? Oh, Donnie, I need you to shut my brake light off on my car. I changed the brakes and the brake light is still on, so I was wondering if you could shut it off for me at some point.
I'll shut it off for you.
No.
You give me a golf club.
Why would you want to mistreat my car?
I'm joking.
Why would you want to mistreat my car?
Because I actually want to work on my golf swing.
I got a baseball bat in the shop.
Oh, that's even better. I like playing softball.
I'll kill all of us.
I will, Donnie. All right, guys. Well, listen. We are going to close the Coitons on another good show, I thought. And we will be back in one day.
No,
actually.
Tuesday. 2 days.
2 days. Well,
Tuesday.
It's kind of late.
We changed our time, guys. What, at 6 o'clock?
It's kind of late. I mean, it's
6
2
o'clock,
days.
right?
Yeah.
6 o'clock p.m. will be the new show for Tuesday, and we will have the great Manny Pacquiao on the show. Herbert, the actual voice of Herbert from the Family Guy. We'll have Herbert from the Family Guy, and we will talk more about different subjects of boxing. Anything else?
That's it. May not tell you if need be, if something else comes up and I feel to rant on about this fucking fight last night. But other than that, I think we're gonna try to move on to other shit.
Well, I think we there's a lot of other topics we could talk on, but this Floyd fight's going to take up a few different shows because people are going to have comments. We're going to address them.
Yeah.
People are going to say we don't know what the fuck we're talking
more
about.
Fucking bullshit on it. Well, like I said, go back to the beginning and show them. Tell me where the fuck I'm wrong on that.
True.
All right, David. Appreciate it, bro.
That was a loaded undercard too. Vanes, Korov, late Omar. Yeah, it was loaded, Ryan.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. We will see you here Tuesday, 6 o'clock. The Punchline. What? Me and James Dominguez.
Have a great weekend, everyone.